Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's Slice Data with Saurabh. So today I'm here to discuss about generative AI. We are hearing a lot of noise about it in the IT industry especially, and it is eating job like anything. And we are hearing every day that one or the another company is just putting people on bench and they are throwing them out if they are not using this generative AI. What is this generative AI? I've already explained in my couple of last videos. So better if you can go there and watch that. But today I will cover the aspect of generative AI, what we are using right now. In IT industry, you don't have to create music or you don't have to create videos out of generative AI, but what exactly you can use for generative AI, because it is based on LLMs, that is large language models, and which is, already present data there on the internet, and it is creating on based of that, whatever prompts you are giving to the tools, and they are creating the data for you. How can you use it in your day-to-day basis? If you do not know anything about generative AI, I am telling you very simple way that how can you start using this particular thing in your day-to-day activities, which will going to help you a lot. So see, my job is to give you very simple, ways to learn the things. My job is to help you in a way that, okay, how can you say that, okay, I'm using the generative AI tools basically, so that these tools are free. So you can utilize them, whether it is Copilot, whether it is Gemini, whether it is ChatGPT, the free version. So you can use all of them, or you have to spend some money also, but you have to start using them. If you do not use them, definitely you are going to kill your time. It is going to save your time. And how can you use that? Now the things are moving to agentic AI as well, but first focus on generative AI, which is based on large language models. So my channel is like Let's Slice Data with Saurabh, already having 550 subscribers now. So it's good for me and people are watching it, and from time to time I'm getting your what from so I'm getting this feedback also, and that is great basically, that how people are utilizing this and they are doing the job. So generative AI, which is important. But friends, why generative AI is important? Generative AI is important. Why? Because it is fundamentally shift the paradigm of computing from processing and analyzing existing data for creating new original content and solutions. See, earlier when you have to write an email, you have to thought a lot that, okay, I'm trying to apply for this particular position. What should I write in the email? That generative AI is going to help you. Or you have to reply to a client. Let's say the client send an email and you are not able to understand that, okay, what exactly the meaning of is, this is very critical English. So you can go and use this ChatGPT or Gemini or Copilot basically to understand that email, and then create a very good answer of that email and send it to them. That will help you in two ways. Number one, if you write good English, you can use good vocabulary. By using these generative AI tools, definitely it is going to put an impact in the mind of client that, okay, he knows, he understood my problem. But still I'm saying, see, Gen AI is important, but connection, face-to-face connection, human creativity, human connect is also very important. But generative AI is going to help you a lot in writing emails, in writing content. Let's say you are posting it on your Viva Engage, or you can say you are posting it on SharePoint site. So you have to put the thorough report that, okay, what all we have done. You know the points that, okay, we have delivered these many projects successfully, or this much dollars I have saved in this particular quarter. But if you ask generative AI to put a content for you, it can give you a very, very great content. And then you can just copy paste. Means obviously you have to do a lot of thought process behind it, that what exactly you want from generative AI, because generative AI can give you a lot of things. And I will talk about the limitations of generative AI as well. But you have to understand that what all you can utilize from the content which generative AI is producing. So you have to be a bit careful as well. You can ask a lot of things, but then you have to put your mind that, okay, how can I utilize this content in my own words? So what I am doing, I am using this on from time to time basis, and so you can use. So because it is free, number one, companies are moving in the generative AI format very fast, so you all have to use it. So that's why it is making your job simpler, it is making your job easier. Why can't you use it? So when I joined the industry, that time now people used to forget to put the subject, or put the subject something like in 2 3 lines. So I remember those days as well. But now Gen AI is there, which can help you to decide your subject of the email, content of the email, thank you note for the email, how can you address a client, how can you address a colleague. It can give you different various versions out of it. How can you make it more professional and how can you make it more lighter? Everything is present in this Gen AI tools, and I believe you have to use it. Gen AI is not going to take your job. Only the people who are not using Gen AI, they are going to be lost their job in the coming future. So that is my thinking. So the first thing, सबसे पहले means the first thing, the text. Text is very important. Why it is important? Because we used to thought a lot and then we are putting our text. Then what I am doing, I'm copying that text and putting it into the ChatGPT or in a Copilot or in a Gemini, where it can give me a very crisp content. Let's say I am putting my thoughts, it is like 200 words, but I have to send an email. I cannot put 200 words there. So it can give me the crisp of that particular email that Saurabh, you can write this, and it is going to help you in this way. So writing emails, posting social media posts, let's say in LinkedIn, you want to post something that, okay, these many openings are there in your company. So you have to use this particular thing. Reports. How can you create a report that, okay, what all I have done till now, these many tools I have worked on, these many reports I have automated. So this text is going to help you a lot. And how can you create this text and summaries and all these things? So text for text, I think OpenAI ChatGPT is there. There are so many things, content creation, ChatGPT, you can use Copilot as well. You can use Google Gemini as well. So they are multimodal AI, highly capable in text generation, understanding complex prompts. So prompt is also very important. What exactly you want from these kind of tools. So whether it is Gemini, whether it is ChatGPT, you have to put the proper prompt into that I need this. Okay, I want to write the summary for the person whom I interviewed, and these are his qualities and these are his drawbacks. So he can give you a very great content out of it, that okay, he was really great in this particular thing, but he is missing these things, so he is not good fit for our company. So understanding complex prompts and integrating with other Google services. So this Gemini and ChatGPT are the two important tools which can be used for the text generation. And I'm using Copilot a lot, which is helping me in writing my emails, because that is applicable in my company and it is free. So Copilot, ChatGPT, and Gemini. So these are all generative AI tools, and can help you in generating text. So you please start using them. If you will not start, so let's say somebody says, are you using generative AI? You say, no, I do not know anything about it. If you are using this ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, you can easily say that in the text context, in the email, in summaries, in writing reports, in translation, I'm using these kind of tools, which is helping me. So you can say, yes, I know about these generative AI tools and I'm using it in my day-to-day exercise. If you're not using it, then you are wrong. Trust me, people who are not from the IT industry, they are also using the ChatGPT. I have asked them to put that in their mobile. What they are doing, they are creating, pictures out of it. That okay, create a picture out of it, create my professional picture, create this, create that. But in day-to-day exercise in the IT industry, I believe you have to work a lot on the text, and that part will be taken care by this generative AI, these two tools, OpenAI ChatGPT and Google Gemini, as well as Copilot, as I told you, which I'm using in my day-to-day exercise. Second thing is coding. Guys, when I started coding, right, I write the first code in the Python, like import pandas as PD. Trust me, means like I was not aware that, okay, first you have to install that particular pandas. If you will not install, it is not going to come in that. And then you think about it, the work which I was doing in Excel, whether it is VLOOKUP, whether it is concatenate or whatever, when I'm writing that code now, it was huge task for me, because there was no coding assistant. Now, that time also in Google, there is one, I forgot the name, which is giving us the codes written by the older people, means like the people who were there in the industry. And the snippets of the code are available there. But now, if you want the coding assistant, I mean, it is excellent. You can just write your problem, give the prompt correctly to the Gemini or to any other coding assistant, and it can give you a written code line by line. How can you import your data, where to save your data, what kind of transformation you want in your data, how to save that data in a table format or in or any other format. It can give you everything line by line. And if there is any problem, let's say you got any error to error is human. Basically, without error, you cannot code. So if you get any error, you can put that error also in the Gemini or in any other coding tool. It is going to help you like anything. It can give you the details out of it. So guys, if you are not using this generative AI in your coding exercise, whether you have to write the Power BI, what is that? Okay, in Power BI also you have to do a lot of coding, right? So how can you write the codes, how to fit that data into that, or maybe in Python, or maybe in RStudio, or maybe in Alteryx. So this coding, number one, text, writing emails, number two, coding. So I believe if you are in IT industry and if you are not using these two things by using this generative AI tools, you are missing something. Definitely it is going to cost you a lot. So if anyone now talk about these two things, you can say, yes, I am using that. So see, there are so many things like this. Gemini Code Assist is there. IBM Watson Code Assistance is there. But even in Gemini, if you write, only take one tool, let's say Copilot or Gemini or ChatGPT, anything, and you can write your codes there that, okay, so what they are doing for you, they are offering the code generation, completion, debugging assistance for various languages. Means irrespective of language, you need a Python code, you need a RStudio code, you need a Java code, or whatever code you want, it can give it to you. So if you are not using these tools for creating codes and you are still writing it from the scratch, I know that there are so many companies which are asking you to write the code from the scratch in, without using this. So just tell them that the world has changed very fast. Now I can write the code by using these tools. Knowing obviously if else or the basic fundamentals of the code is very important. But if you do not, even if you are novice to this coding exercise or to this coding world, still you can write codes by using these particular tools. You can use Copilot, you can use Gemini, you can use ChatGPT, and any language, whatever. If any problem is coming, any error is coming, you just put that error in that particular Gemini and it will give you a code for anything. So this is coding assistance. So first is text, second is coding. Because see, I'm not talking about image generation or video generation and all these things. Why? Because see, image, video, I mean, we are not generating from day to day, but we are writing codes every day. We are writing emails every day. And if you are not using these generative AI tools, definitely you are going to be in loss, because the world is moving very fast. Now they are putting the agentic AI as well. But see, the biggest part is that the people are saying that, okay, people will lose job because of the generative AI tools. But I believe one thing, for that, the prompts are very important. Who will teach the prompt to the clients? They have to learn the prompt exercise very well. Then only they can get the code. Then you have to refine that code. You cannot use it as it is. So if you know how to use this generative AI tools, you know how to use these coding exercise, you are good at it, you are good at handling the clients, you are not going anywhere. So be assertive, be positive, learn new things every day, and keep following me. I'm telling you all these kind of things on day-to-day exercise. So Gen AI is helpful. Why? Because it is automating the repetitive task. It is increasing the productivity. It is the cost reduction. Why? Because let's say earlier I need 5 developers to write a code for me. Now I need only 2, because they have to refine that code, what is coming from the Gen AI, but still I need to. Okay. So definitely there is a cost reduction, productivity increase. But if you're using the Gen AI tools, you are not going anywhere. Trust me. If you are having some common sense, you know how to use the Gen AI tools, you know how to refine the codes, you know how to tackle the clients, you are not going anywhere. You will be helpful, you will be assertive, positive, or you can say that useful for the industry. So learn everything, try to learn new things. If you are not using them, if you are not learning them, then definitely you are in trouble. Limitations are always there. See, because it can give you the code, it can give you that email, but still you cannot just copy paste and like it, because they might be biased, because that is based on some data, right? The ethical and all these things you have to check. You can write that, okay, I have to say no to my client because of this work. It can write anything to you, means like Gemini. Then you have to be very careful that exactly what I have to copy and paste it from there. So that is very important. These are the limitations which these tools are there. So I believe, like, see, until unless you start using them, you are going to be on the losing side. But if once you start using, let's say, code, this is Gemini, very important and very. So let's say I want a code here for random forest code for logistic regression in Python. These are my prompt. I have given it random forest code. Trust me, it is not so easy what exactly you want. But see here, you are getting a code like anything. Import numpy as np, import pandas as pd, sklearn, train test split, random forest classifier. So it can do anything, logistic regression, because you have to put that train data, test data, then divide that. See, entire code is there, but you cannot use it as it is. Why? Because you have to pull the data from somewhere. You have to post that data somewhere. And for that, you need to put your mind that, okay, where is my mind? How can I do that? So convert a pandas data frame into easier this thing. So you can see here, sample data set ahead, df.head. But this sample data set, how can you import this data set? So let's say this data set, sample data set, is sitting in your Excel, and it is there in your desktop. So how can you pull this data from the desktop? That also you can ask here. That okay, pulling sample data from desktop in Excel to Python. You can write anything. Means like these prompts are not so strategized, so it can help you like anything. See, open pandas, PyPXL, import OS operating system, import pathlib path, and this and that, and you can give the path, and you can easily pull your file like this file path. You have to give the file path and the file name, and you can import that data pd.read_excel, then the file path, and your data will be imported. So once you import your data, then you can go up and apply the random forest. Trust me, random forest is not so easy. It is very difficult to learn. So you have to understand their concept behind it. But yes, the code is ready-made for you. If you are not using it, do not blame anyone that you are missing something. So that's all I just want to tell you today. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends. And I'm here to help you. And trust me, it is not so difficult. We are here to help you. And keep following me. And if you have any questions, please put it in the chat. 550 subscribers are there. I'm not here for money. Everybody knows that. I'm creating the videos just to let you know that, okay, what exactly you can do and how can you learn in a simple way. That is my motto. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.